Alright guys, so here's the the motor that came out of the quad. And yes, I did already get the top end off. I started this last night, in the middle of the night. It was dark, so couldn't really record much, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You're just taking the top end off. One piece at a time, because you got overhead cam, so valve cover slash like rocker like cam thing. This holds your cam down. It holds the cam down and also covers up your rockers and your valves. So don't do what I did. I ended up pulling this off before I took out the timing chain tensioner, so there was still tension on the chain. So as I was pulling this off, it started to lift up because of the chain was trying to come back down inside of the slot right here. Sorry if you didn't see any of that. I was not paying attention. So this end of the cam was starting to lift up and pushing up on here, but it didn't make it that big of a deal. It was okay. But so yeah, there's that. That comes off with all these bolts around. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Okay, these two, you cannot forget these two. There's a lot of people that don't know about these bolts. They're underneath the, I guess, like an inspection cover for your rockers. This little cover right here, it sits like that. And what it looks like when it's assembled is that right there. So this cover with these 4 bolts needs to come off. Okay, and it'll look like this with these 2 bolts inside here. Loosen these and take them out, and then your cover will just come right off. Then in here you have, this is your head. You'll have 2, 4, 5. I think it's just 5. So odd amount of bolts for this. So you have your 4 main bolts that are your tension bolts that hold everything down nice and tight. Then you just have this one Allen head bolt that sits over here too. And I actually ended up pulling that off when I pulled all of these off too. So it was just 4 bolts, got that up. And your cylinder is the last piece that comes off from your top end. Besides your piston, clearly, but you have 6 bolts, I believe. Yeah, 6. So you have, again, here 4 tension bolts that hold everything down nice and tight, and 2 Allen head bolts that both face, that are on the camshaft side. So where the cam chain is where those are. And that's all it is. It's just 3 pieces. And you'll get it down to this, which is, make sure you don't drop your chain down inside your case. Hold it like as you go down. Once you get your valve cover off, it'll be open, and because your cam isn't going to hold it down anymore, just put like a screwdriver in there or something to hold it while you're taking everything off. And then as you move down, you start to pull that up, reach down, grab the chain from underneath it, and then do the same thing, hold it with a screwdriver while you pull your cylinder off. And then once you get your cylinder off, there's enough outside of it that it'll just sit there. So but here's the internals. It's my crankshaft. It's all burnt, but there's I can't see any gunk down inside there, personally. Turn my flash on, see if I can see anything. I can't honestly can't see anything in there. From where I can see, like, even the gears look good from where I can see. But, I don't know. So, clearly there was something wrong. But, second gear definitely didn't work. I do know that for a fact. And after the second gear got really bad, it developed a knock, a top-end knock. And I think I found what it was. It was actually the piston scoring the inside of the cylinder. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use that piston and cylinder anymore. Well, the cylinder I could probably still use, just hone it out and smooth it out because it's not scored that bad. The piston, on the other hand, is a little scored. And I found out this has a Wiseco piston in it. It had a Wiseco piston. 101 millimeter. High compression. It's the 11-to-1 compression ratio. But this side looks good. It still has the coating on it. This side does not look good at all. And you can feel the ridges and the bumps and bruises on it. It's not good. I don't know if there's any way to save that. I think this piston's just about junk, which is gonna suck. Because I love the amount of power this bike put out, and having to go down in size would just suck. Because this top end right here is stock size. This one right here is not. It had this piston in it. This is a stock piston. So this motor is what was in the quad with this piston, that cylinder, that head, that valve cover, and I might have to end up using this top end, cylinder, head, valve cover on the new motor, the new bottom end in the quad with that piston. I really don't want to do that. I want to use this with those. But I don't know if I'm going to have a choice anymore. So, yeah, I truly, honestly don't have the money to just go out and buy a new Wiseco piston. It's just, I don't right now, so. But here's that, so. I don't know what else. I took the starter off. The starter is still good. I'm trying to strip this of any parts that I could possibly use for the new bottom end, or in the new motor in general, but let me get my plastics out of the way here. Set these on to the side. I got some new Hoonigan decals for the front plastics, and I actually lined them up pretty good. They're pretty even. The back half over here. Just set these off to the side. But yeah, the Raptor's naked. I think what I'm gonna do is, while I'm here, is clean up the frame and get everything looking nice, you know. While I already have everything out, I might as well just go ahead and clean everything else up. This wiring jumbled mess and cables and junk I cannot stand, so I'm going to go through that. I'm going to check the thermostat, probably replace the thermostat while I'm at it. Just get this thing a new, fresh start. Since I'm already here, it's getting a whole freaking heart transplant. Why not replace the rest of the organs? So get that done, and then see where it goes from there. I have these back tires are still in good shape. They're the original factory Dunlops, but what size are these? I can't read this, it's dark. 2010 9s. Hold on. Okay, I was just checking, and I had some other tires off of my old go-kart. I was gonna see if those would fit on there, but no, these are 9-inch rim. The go-kart has 8-inch rim, and those tires are 18. They're 18s, which I think would be quite a bit too small, personally. I mean, you could go quite a bit smaller on these rims and still have it look good and, you know, perform well, but I might do 18s when I buy new tires for this thing, but for right now, these will do fine. Those are on 8-inch rim, these are on 9-inch rim, so it's kind of out of the window, so. Eventually, I'm going to get some different shocks. I need to find some factory headlights for this thing, too. Don't get me wrong, I love the LED lights that I have on here. They work great, but it doesn't look right. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look right either. It almost makes the quad look like a Banshee, which is definitely not what it is. But I'm gonna try to find some factory headlights to put on this thing, get it looking good and clean and everything. But that's probably gonna be a while from now. And my main concern, or my main reason for thinking that, is this LED light right here stopped working. I don't know if it was a wiring issue or if it actually just went out. I don't know. They're brand new. I still have the box to them right here. And a lot of you guys are probably going to bag on me because I did get them from AutoZone. I know, AutoZone special, but I don't know if you guys have ever tried these. Turn that flash off, I didn't even know that was on. Anzo LED driving lights, 18-watt spots. They come with the amber covers, and I wired them all up, and they worked great for a while. And then I took it out on the trails, and it just stopped working. That one headlight, the other one works great. But these are the amber covers that I have. I painted them black and splatter painted them. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. Rear pole bar, black and splatter painted. Front bumper is black splatter painted as well, along with those headlight covers. A lot of you probably going to diss on it. That's stupid, it's gay, pavement princess, blah 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 blah. It's not a pavement princess, it's covered in mud right now. Not a lot, but I did have to spray it off a little bit to get the motor out, but trust me, it's not going to go that route. I like detail. I pay attention to detail and get stuff the way I like it. So if you don't like it, I don't care. But as far as I know, everything else is good on this thing. So I got to get this motor thing figured out. I might end up using this other top end. And if I do end up getting another piston, I'll just bore it out or hone this out. Or I have so many options right now. I can just mix and match parts the way I need to, and it'll be good. But for right now, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to think about it for a bit, but it's gonna be a different video. So that's that, I guess. If anyone has any add-ons, comments, concerns, questions, go ahead and drop those in the comment section of this video. Like, subscribe, if you like what you see, and spread the word. So, as always, have a great day.